basically, we're gonna meet me and just sit there like this and shoot the bull and answer questions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before you today is Michael May, prop man for over, what, 30, 40?
25 years, and Michael May, my nephew, for 40 years. My brother's cheap prick. He figured once I kick, everything goes in his name.
But anyways, start off the panel with any questions you might have. Mike worked on Star Trek The Next Generation, Along Came Bronson, Cracker Factory, Batman, and the unaired pilot for Batgirl, Lost in Space, and several other things. So.
All kinds of stuff. Bonanza, that asshole from Canada. Basically, people don't understand, I'm a hunkie from 116th and Buckeye. And in '56, we moved out to Parma. From there, I went to Coast Guard in Chicago. So I'm one of the few prop masters that knows how to drag for bodies and run a lighthouse. And I had a chance, when I got out of service, to work for United Airlines, and a chance to transfer in '63 or '4 out to LA, where it was a lot warmer. And I met a guy, John Dwyer. And John was, at that time, a lead man for set decorator. He was working on Munsters. So I did a couple of days on the Munsters and some other the old Westerns and stuff. Can't even remember what the heck they were. But then John decided he wanted to be a set decorator, which is an exterior decorator design who does the interior sets of what it's supposed to be. The art director puts up the wall, the set decorator puts in the chairs. It's kind of an oversimplification. So one day you're doing a modern bar, the next day you're doing a cave, the next day you're doing outer space. So John's background, his grandfather was in the business, his dad had some tall, skinny kid working for him named Mary and Michael Morrison. He used to be called John Wayne. And so when John got big, Red, John's dad, did Wagon Red Ridge and some of the other things. So he had a long history in the studio. But it's me, I never cared. I didn't go to movies hardly. I'm not a movie buff, I'm not a comic buff. I did it for a living, and I enjoyed the work most of the time. And then when it got nasty in '88, I just walked away, came back to Ohio, bought a farm, and Oakville. So, yeah, I worked on a lot of stuff. John wound up decorating. He became, I think, the second or third set decorator on the original Star Trek. And he inherited his lead man and his gang crew. And the lead man decided to drink instead, so then he picked me up. I picked up the show. They just finished Piece of the Action, the one where it was kind of which is funny because I used to attend bar at Rush Beach, Chicago, and some of the people I worked for. So he calls me on Friday, he says, come to work Monday. So we're at a party Saturday night. And he said, we may not have work Monday. I said, why, John? I just bought a house. He said, the studio is burning down. And the studio just had this accidental fire in the parking lot Saturday night. Found out